For a lot of people, something feels different about the internet. You type a question into a search engine, and somehow the answer feels harder to find than it did 15 or 20 years ago. That sounds strange because today's search engines are more powerful than ever. They understand language better, process billions of pages in seconds, and use artificial intelligence to interpret what users actually mean. Yet many people keep saying the same thing. Google isn't as good as it used to be. The complaint has become so common that some users now add words like Reddit or forum to almost every search. So what happened? To understand why search feels worse today, it helps to look back at what the internet used to be. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, the web was filled with personal websites. A movie fan might build a website about their favorite films. A mechanic could create a page explaining how to fix common engine problems. A hobby gardener might spend years documenting growing techniques. Most of these people were not trying to make money. They were simply sharing knowledge. When search engines indexed these pages, users often landed directly on information created by someone with real experience. The internet was smaller, less polished, and sometimes messy, but it felt human. Then search engines became incredibly successful. Businesses quickly realized that appearing at the top of search results could bring millions of visitors, and visitors meant revenue. This created an entirely new industry called search engine optimization, or SEO. Originally, SEO was relatively simple. It helped websites organize content so search engines could understand it better. But as the competition grew, many companies stopped optimizing for readers and started optimizing for algorithms. Instead of asking, "How do we help people?" the question became, "How do we rank higher?" Entire teams began studying search algorithms. Articles were written around keywords. Headlines were engineered to capture clicks. Content was stretched to thousands of words because longer articles often performed better in rankings. Soon, the internet became flooded with pages designed primarily to win search traffic. Many looked useful at first glance, but once you started reading, they often repeated information already available elsewhere. This created a strange situation. Search engines were becoming smarter, but the content they were searching was becoming less authentic. Around the same time, another major shift happened. The internet moved from websites to platforms. In the early web, people created their own sites. Today, most conversations happen inside social media apps. People share knowledge on Reddit, Discord, Facebook groups, TikTok comments, private communities, and messaging platforms. The problem is that much of this content is invisible to search engines. Search engines can only index what they can access. As more human conversation moved behind platform walls, less of it remained available in traditional search results. The internet itself continued growing, but the searchable internet started shrinking. Then came artificial intelligence. Today, a single person can generate hundreds or even thousands of articles in a short period of time. Some websites publish enormous amounts of AI-generated content every day. Not all of it is bad. Some of it is genuinely useful. But it adds another challenge for search engines. Instead of sorting through millions of pages, they must now sort through billions of pages, many of which say almost exactly the same thing. The result is something users notice immediately. You search for an answer and encounter article after article repeating identical information using slightly different words. It feels like searching through copies of copies. The irony is that search engines themselves are not necessarily getting worse. In many ways, they are more advanced than ever. The real problem is that they are operating in an environment that has changed dramatically. Modern search engines are trying to identify valuable information inside an ocean of advertisements, affiliate marketing, SEO strategies, AI-generated content, and businesses competing for attention. Finding information is no longer difficult. Finding information written by someone who actually knows what they're talking about is the challenge. This is why so many users now seek out forums, communities, and discussion boards. They are not looking for more information. They are looking for trust. A detailed answer from a real person often feels more valuable than a perfectly optimized article written to rank on search engines. In a strange way, search engines became victims of their own success. The better they became at directing attention, the more people learned how to manufacture content designed specifically to capture that attention. The result is the internet we have today, an internet with more information than at any point in human history. And yet somehow, finding the best answers often feels harder than ever.